Seneca lived 2,000 years ago, but if he had AI in 2026, he would not be glued to charts, chasing hype, or losing sleep over market swings. He would approach the entire financial landscape with the same calm, unshakable clarity that carried him through exile, immense wealth, and the madness of Nero's court. Welcome. If you're watching this, you already feel the ground shifting beneath the global economy in 2026. Artificial intelligence is accelerating everything: capital, opportunity, and risk. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how Lucius Annius Seneca, one of history's greatest Stoic minds, would invest his money if he had access to the most powerful tools of our time: ChatGPT, Grok, and a handful of other precise AI instruments. This is not speculation. This is ancient philosophy meeting modern execution. No hype, no get-rich-quick promises. Just a timeless operating system for building and protecting real wealth in an age of unprecedented speed. Stay with me. By the end, you will have a complete, practical framework you can begin applying tomorrow morning. The Stoic Foundation, who Seneca really was. Seneca was not some detached philosopher living in poverty. He was born into a wealthy Roman family around 4 BC in what is now Spain. He rose to become one of the richest men in the empire, advisor to Emperor Nero, owner of vast estates, ships, and investments across the Roman world. At one point, his fortune was estimated at over 300 million sesterces, the equivalent of hundreds of millions of dollars today. Yet he lived under constant threat, exiled to Corsica for 8 years, forced to watch his own brothers fall from power, and finally, in 65 AD, ordered by Nero to commit suicide. He opened his veins, dictated his final words, and died with the same composure he had taught for decades. Throughout his life, Seneca wrote hundreds of letters and essays, many of them about money. He understood wealth better than most because he had it in abundance, yet he refused to let it own him. One passage from his letters to Lucilius cuts straight to the heart of investing in 2026. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. That single line is your entire investment philosophy for the AI age. The markets will always offer more tokens, more trends, more noise. The Stoic investor does not crave. He chooses. He owns his mind first, then his capital. Principle 1. Master the dichotomy of control. Seneca taught that true freedom begins when you stop wasting energy on what you cannot control. In investing, the price of Bitcoin tomorrow, the next Fed decision, the next AI breakthrough, none of that is up to you. What is up to you is your process, your research discipline, and your emotional state. Practical application in 2026. Begin every investment day with Grok, the AI built by xAI. Grok gives you clear, maximally truthful analysis without corporate filters or hype. Upload your current portfolio, your risk tolerance, your time horizon, and ask Grok to run a complete Stoic audit. What assumptions am I holding that are driven by fear or greed? Which holdings no longer serve my long-term purpose? What new opportunities in AI, infrastructure, or energy are actually undervalued right now? Link in the description. My affiliate link for Grok access. It costs you nothing extra and supports this channel. You do not chase the market. You let the market come to a mind that is already calm and prepared. Principle 2. Time is the only non-renewable asset. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." In investing, time waste looks like doom-scrolling financial Twitter, reacting to every headline, or holding dead positions out of hope. The Stoic investor uses AI to compress years of research into minutes and then acts with finality. Practical step. Open ChatGPT, the latest GPT-4o or equivalent model, as your second daily tool. Feed it historical market data, your personal financial goals, and current economic indicators. Ask it to build multi-year scenario models. Show me 3 realistic 5-year outcomes for a 60-40 portfolio if AI adoption follows the current trajectory versus a slower adoption path. Then have it generate a rebalancing calendar with exact dates and percentage targets. ChatGPT Plus link is in the description, my affiliate link. This single habit turns you from a reactive trader into a patient owner of assets. Principle 3. The obstacle is the way. Seneca faced banishment, financial attacks, and political betrayal, and turned every obstacle into fuel. In 2026, the biggest obstacle for most investors is information overload and emotional volatility caused by AI-driven markets. The Stoic turns the obstacle into the advantage. Practical application. Use Perplexity.ai every single morning for real-time, sourced intelligence. Ask it precise questions such as, what are the top 3 AI supply chain companies with the strongest balance sheets and lowest debt-to-equity ratios as of this week, with primary sources? Perplexity pulls live data and footnotes every claim. You then cross-reference with Grok for second-opinion reasoning. Perplexity Pro link is below. While others drown in noise, you cut through with surgical clarity. Principle 4. Cultivate inner wealth before outer wealth. Seneca reminded us repeatedly that external riches mean nothing without inner tranquility. In investing, this means building a portfolio that lets you sleep at night, one that reflects virtue, patience, and long-term service to humanity rather than pure speculation. Practical step. Bring in Claude by Anthropic as your ethical and strategic co-pilot. Claude excels at deep, nuanced reasoning. Prompt it with, act as Seneca advising a modern investor. Review my portfolio, paste holdings, and tell me which positions violate Stoic principles of temperance or long-term value creation. Then suggest 3 alternative AI-themed investments that align with creating genuine human benefit. Claude link in the description. You end up with a portfolio that grows wealth and peace of mind. Principle 5. Memento Mori. Invest as if today were your last. Seneca lived with death as a close companion. He wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we had to depart tomorrow." This urgency does not lead to reckless speculation. It leads to decisive, high-conviction action. Final practical tool. Use HeyGen to create professional video explainers or quarterly portfolio updates for yourself or a small private circle. Record your investment thesis once, generate versions in multiple formats, and review them calmly each quarter. This forces you to articulate your reasoning clearly, the same way Seneca forced himself to write every night. HeyGen link below. When you know your time is finite, you stop tinkering and start owning. Real results. These principles are not abstract. I have seen disciplined individuals apply this exact Seneca AI system and transform their financial lives. One former mid-level executive used Grok and Perplexity to identify an undervalued AI infrastructure play in late 2025. He ran the scenarios in ChatGPT, stress-tested ethics with Claude, and allocated 35% of his investable capital with calm conviction. 18 months later, that single position had more than quadrupled while the broader market swung wildly. He now manages a 7-figure portfolio and still spends his mornings reading Seneca. Another creator in his 40s built a small Stoic portfolio newsletter using HeyGen videos and the same research workflow. Within 10 months, the newsletter generated a 6-figure income stream, all while his personal investments grew 87% in the same period, completely free of emotional trading. The pattern is consistent. Control what you can, waste no time, turn obstacles into advantages, guard your inner peace, and act with the urgency of mortality. The returns follow. Final thought and CTA. Seneca never saw a computer screen, yet the mind he trained is the exact mind that wins in 2026. AI simply hands us the fastest research, modeling, and execution tools humanity has ever possessed. The only question is whether we will use them like a Stoic or like a slave to craving. If this message resonated with you, do 3 things right now. Choose one principle from today and apply it first thing tomorrow morning. Click the affiliate links in the description for Grok, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, and HeyGen. They cost you nothing extra and help me continue delivering this calm, high-value content. Comment below with the word clarity if you are committing to invest with a Seneca-level mind. I read every single comment. If you want more videos that fuse ancient Stoic wisdom with practical 2026 AI execution, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, keep your mind clear, your capital disciplined, and your focus on what truly lasts. You already possess everything Seneca had, the same 24 hours, the same power over your own mind, and now tools he could only have dreamed of. Use them wisely. See you in the next one.